What is up, everybody? Arthur and Mr. Paul today are here with episode 102 of State of the Art. No more 101 Dalmatians.
Nope. 102 Dalmatians, the sequel.
No, 101. We got him turned into a jacket. So that's what we did. But we do have a guest, and he was on time. He's actually early. So let's summon him.
Yeah.
And we got Diamond Select Toys Zach.
How you doing?
And doing good, man. Doing really good. And we got a lot of people already here. Canuck in here. We got Cutthroat Comics. He says he has a lot of questions for you. And we got Venom Bite. He got his torch from Walmart on Sunday. I don't know what he's torch.
Torch from G.I. Joe. Dreadnoughts.
Oh, yeah. My brain just did not process that.
Guy who loves the Dreadnoughts.
KJ Smith in the house.
What's up, KJ Smith? I'm going to throw
feathers.
I do owe the figures for our 100th giveaway. I have not done it yet. I have not sent them out. I'm that bad. So I will get them out.
They're getting free stuff, man. They can't complain.
I feel bad personally, but to those the two people who did win, KJ and I believe Cutthroat's actually the other one. I will get them out when I can. Please bear with me.
Yeah, you guys will get your stuff, and then I know Canuck mentioned that he wanted that Toy Biz Ben Affleck Daredevil, which he will get.
Okay.
Digs Figs, what's up? And then Canuck says, Zach, I'm upset. I sent you a friend request.
What, on Facebook? I never go on Facebook.
It's on Facebook. He doesn't. Yeah. If you go find Zach on Instagram and look at all his freaking figure photography, because he's killing it lately.
Oh, thank you.
KJ Smith, no worries at all, Paul. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I will. I'll definitely message you guys with the tracking number and stuff like that, so you know that it's coming. I want to make sure that it's not missed, because the mail is not exactly reliable all the time, as has been happening to me in the last few times. Actually, I've been.
Yeah, you have Porch Pirates heavy, man.
Dude, I do. I don't. And the last one was not a Porch Pirate. Straight up, Walmart told me, like, oh yeah, we didn't send you to the right address.
And Cutthroat says, no rush, you're a busy guy. See, everybody's understandable, man.
I appreciate that, because I do not get out other than to get groceries and go to work. I really don't get out a whole lot. I tried going, hunting this weekend, because I haven't done it in a long time, and I found some stuff, but it's sad out there. It's not like it used to be.
Well, I mean, you already started up, so you might as well. What did you pick up this week?
I got a couple good ones. I got a couple really good ones. I watch wrestling, so this weekend was Bash at Berlin for WWE, and I definitely was watching that, and I wanted something to mess with and do before, So I made my own custom capes. I made 2 custom capes this weekend, which I'm not big into making customs, but I did that. And then I went out for a little hunt, and I found that 2 of the figures that I've been wanting to get. One of them, and this one's super impressive, is the Adam West Batman, the multiverse version of the Adam West Batman by McFarlane. It's a wired cape. He did a wired cape.
But those hands, he's got.
Oh, dude, that's the Batusi. He's doing the Batusi. Oh, he's got butterfly joints too. What? Like McFarlane doesn't do butterfly joints like ever. They're kind of weird, but I still like it.
They're kind of weird.
They are kind of weird. Like kind of like. All right, you tried, Todd. You know, but I like it. Still no thigh cut. Still no boot cut. But he does have toe articulation, so that's something. But it's still it's an awesome figure. I just opened it now and was playing with it, and I was surprised. The cape is actually really nice, like compared to some of the other capes that he's done soft goods, which he doesn't like to do soft goods as much as I'd like. So, but it's really cool. It comes with one battering, which that's cool. It's got a battering. It's got a hole like you can put a string in it. I don't know if you can even see that.
I mean, it's impressive that his battering is that thin because all the other ones he usually releases are super thick.
Yes, like the one for the Batman Beyond is like it's like a rock, and then and also comes with his bat tricorder. I can't remember what they called it, but it was his little bat computer thingy. And then he came with 3 sets of hands. He has like pointing hands or come here hands. I don't know. It's like
Pressing a button hand.
Pressing a button hand. He's got just like a pointy finger. Then he's got the grippy hands. Just the regular grippy hands. He's got 2 of those, and then of course he's got the good old Batusi.
I wonder what made him go all out on that figure.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Did I? Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. But I don't know. I don't know why he went so hard on this one, but it's awesome, and I'm glad. I mean, because I have the other version, the more basic version, which is actually smaller, so you can see the size comparison. It's a lot bigger. So, but I like this one too. It's more basic, but
you get interrupted because Frostbite came in. He says, "Good day from Australia, gents."
What?
$2. What's up, Frostbite?
Thanks for that. But yeah, I really like that one, so I got that. And then this is not as new, but for me, I've been really trying to find it. It's the 60th anniversary, the Action Soldier. With that, and I haven't pulled out, and he's got all these crazy accessories that I haven't pulled out yet, guns and hands and backpacks. But yeah, he's got his little soft goods,
little poncho.
Yep, little homage GI Joe action to their roots a little bit. So
I think they're supposed to be based off of like the 12-inch figures. I think.
Yeah, the old school like the 60s ones. So, which is totally fine, and doing it in classified because I still want to play with it. The Halo figure that they got coming, not Halo the game, but like a Halo jumper. That one's really cool. That one looks like it's going to be fun. The sniper looks okay, so I'll probably get one of those. I don't know if I'm going to get the diver. The diver looks cool, but he looks like Torpedo, and I have Torpedo. So.
Yeah, I got the diver to go with Torpedo.
Yeah,
but then I got a couple of the eels, and I'm just like, I think they're the eels, right? Yeah, I'm just like, they're all right.
I didn't
they're not like Barracuda or any of the other Hydro Vipers or anything like that.
Isn't the Hydro Viper coming? I can't remember if that was.
I don't know.
I can't remember if that was a reveal or a pipeline reveal or something, but it needs to be because I want one.
Yeah,
is that all
cool.
Yeah, Zach's been loving the Joes, doing a lot of photos with those too.
Yeah. I got guys hooking me up left and right, but I take some pictures. I got to take more. I haven't been getting into real.
More? What do you talk about? You've been taking pictures like crazy, or you just talk about with like Joes?
Talking about Joes. I got a lot of Joes, and I haven't taken a lot of like shots mixing it up. Usually it's like one guy in the scene and stuff like that. But no, I got to take more. Thank
Has
you
there
for
been a
the one.
standout, like for a recent pickup that you've gotten for Joe's? Has there been a standout that you just keep going back to?
No, I've been picking up ones here and there. Nothing recently. But I do love the line. I grew up on 80s Joe, so every time they update somebody, I'm like, yeah, that's great. The classic style stuff is cool too, but I like how they modernize a lot of it. It's very cool.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Is that all that you picked up, Paul?
Yes, that was pretty much it. Got some stuff coming soon. I was playing with Legos even this weekend. Like I haven't done that in a long time. Like sometimes you gotta pick up some of the oldies and mess around with them.
For sure. Now, Zach, have you picked up anything? Been playing with anything recently? Seen any good movies lately? Like I'm throwing it all at you.
I did get my Walking Dead figures this week, my Series 1. So I've been having fun with those. I took a whole bunch of shots of them.
Michonne and Rick. I love that you guys are actually doing it based off of the comic and not the TV series.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that we're doing black and white too. It's different. It mixes it up a little bit. We did black and white for Sin City, the movie. We did some black and white for Clerks. It's always fun when we do the black and white figures. I got to pull out some of my old black and white figures and set them all up together. But yeah, no, they came out great. I've been playing with the Lord of the Rings Series 7, which came out maybe a couple weeks ago. Merry and Pippin. And I need to take more pictures with Invincible Series 4, which I have an advanced set of. But those aren't out yet. I got the Mauler twin.
So you need to get another one.
I know. I need a second Mauler twin. I got to see if I can track one down, and then.
I just spilled some stuff, but it's all good.
But yeah, I've been watching some movies. Nothing fantastic. I just got it. I haven't seen Furiosa yet. I just got Furiosa, and I just watched a movie called Panic or Satanic Panic, which was really crazy, really weird horror comedy. So that was interesting. And yeah, it's a mix of weird stuff that I find like randomly at video sales and dollar store and stuff like that. And then it's all the big blockbusters I don't get out to the theater to see that I just get from the library and stuff. I just watched Godzilla X Kong not too long ago, for the first time. So I try to keep up.
Fun movie.
Fun, yeah, fun. It's a lot of stuff going on in that one too. A lot of different plots and details and twists.
A lot of speedy action, a lot of shaky cam action.
A lot of things falling through the air.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. It's no -1, but it's fun.
I still need to see -1. I've been trying to get a hold of it on. I haven't watched it on demand, but I'm trying to get a hold of the DVD from my library, and I haven't.
There you go.
I will.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, so that's where I.
Oh, excellent! I don't have Netflix this month. I'll have to get it next month.
Yeah, I keep wanting to get rid of Netflix, and then they keep doing just enough for me to go. Okay, fine.
We have Prime all the time.
Yeah, like the next season of Sandman. I'm waiting for that one to come out, and I'm like, all right. Here we go.
Yeah, we do Prime, and we usually do Disney Plus, but sometimes we'll get rid of Disney Plus for a little while and do Netflix. We switch back and forth.
I won't get rid of my Disney Plus because it's connected with Hulu and ESPN Plus, and I got it all in that grandfathered in package where it was like $11 a month or whatever it is. So
nice.
I won't get rid of it. Oh, good.
I do very similar to what Zach does. Is like sometimes you just got to cut off. Like if you're not watching it, they're going to charge you no matter what. So you might as well cut it off and then just get the ones when you need it, or hey, this piled up. Let me go ahead and do this.
Oh, for sure. But I don't have Prime. Like I'm still like hold out on. I don't need Prime because I wait. A lot of stuff ends up on Freevee, which is a free app. You just got to watch commercials. But I'm like, whatever, because like Invincible's on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, dead man?
So, I just do whatever on there. The Boys is on there up to the newest season's not on there, but all the other seasons are on there. Stuff like that.
Boys is good. last night I watched the movie Trap and the M Night Shyamalan. What I
Yeah.
with they pulled
Josh
him out of
Hartnett.
retirement. Yeah, Josh Hartnett.
Yeah.
He acted it perfectly. Like he's a great actor. The movie was just utter crap.
Oh no.
It was so bad. I was just like, I watched it fully through, and I'm like, man, I wish I wouldn't have.
I watched this interesting horror movie that I can't remember who told me about it, but it's called Coherence. It's on Peacock, and it's kind of a trippy movie. It's a lot of I don't want to spoil it if someone wants to watch it, but it's good. It's a bunch of huh?
I said now I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, Coherence. It's like the general idea is that there's strange happenings during a dinner party, and a comet is passing overhead.
Oh, nice.
And it's interesting because it's a bunch of unlikable people that you start watching just kind of falling apart a little bit.
It's like House of Dragon.
Yeah, you're just kind of like, I kind of don't like anybody here, so when they start, like, stuff starts messing with them, you're just kind of like, all right, you're all unlikable. I really don't care what happens, but it's interesting. And it keeps you kind of guessing because you're kind of like, what's going on here?
Nice.
But it was interesting. It's worth one watch at least. I might watch it again. I don't know.
Yeah, and then the night before I watched Trap, I did watch the movie Oddity, which was it's like a horror movie, and that was actually pretty good. Had moments where I literally the jump scare they were on point. had all three of us watching, like screaming and jumping and stuff, and I'm like, I can't be doing that.
I'm waiting for that Late Night with the Devil to come onto a streaming service so I can watch that one. Isn't
it already?
It's on. I think you can like rent it or buy it on streaming, but I'm waiting for it it's going to be on a streaming service at some point. And I'll watch it for free. I
watch certain things for free through certain sites. So
that too. And also I also have a son who's got like a bunch of stuff that I don't pay for. My son has. So like he's got like HBO Max and some of that other stuff that I'm like, I don't have this, but I really want to watch it, so I'll watch it on that. So that works.
I forgot last night I watched A Knight's Tale, which is one of my favorites, and in another world it probably would have made it onto my top 10. But it's a really fun movie.
I unironically love that movie. It's actually like I remember a bunch of people when it came out were like, "Oh, I don't like the music," and it's like it's awesome though. It's done well.
Yeah, it's great music. It's a silly concept, but it works. And not only is it funny throughout, but there's like actually drama at the end. And like I actually was, my kid was like, "Hey, Dad, it's time for you to put me to bed." And I'm like, "No, I want to watch this scene really quick," because it was the scene where he's like getting found out and all. It's a great movie. People should watch it.
Oh yeah, and it's full of even if you don't know their names, it's recognizable actors.
Oh yeah,
great actors. I love Rufus Sewell, who is the Black Knight.
Yeah, Alan Tudyk is great in it.
Tudyk is
Paul Bettany is fantastic.
Yeah, Paul Bettany isn't he Chaucer?
Yes, Geoffrey Chaucer.
Yeah, and he's so good. It's like it's amazing. It's actually a really good. I want to go watch it.
we got Nike armor in that, didn't we?
Yeah, the Nike swoosh.
Yep.
What did you get to pick up this week, Art?
I didn't get anything. Just nothing new. I know Mezco is delaying, like waiting to ship my stuff out apparently, because I guess everybody's getting their mask figure. I'm not, and people are getting their Duke, and I'm like, where's my Duke? But everything's processing, and I'm like,
I can't wait till you get the Duke figure so we can see what the head sculpt really looks like.
It looks good. Like it looks really good. Like they haven't been doing a bad job with their Joes. They're probably being very careful because they don't want to lose the license or whatever. I can imagine Hasbro being like, "No, you're making our stuff look bad." But
I hope it at least goes so you can get some of. I mean, because you've gotten Destro, and Firefly, but yet no Cobra Commander yet.
Nope.
I'm hoping that they do a hooded Cobra Commander, so you get a
They
hooded.
won't. You can't, like, because you're getting, so Hasbro is, you're getting the license from Hasbro. Hasbro has the decision of what you can and can't do with their line. So they're not going to let anybody do a hood. Nobody.
Lame.
You know, they're scared of people, apparently. They're scared of that one producer that keeps making horrible G.I. Joe movies.
Who's that?
The guy that made the point about how he wasn't going to have the hood in.
It wasn't. What's his name? Bonaventura or whatever his name is.
It might have been. I think it was. Somebody in the comments will say it.
Yeah.
Was it Steven Summers or something like that? I forget what his name was. The guy who
I just know he was like, I'm not going to have my Cobra Commander have a hood because that's. And it's like, ever since then, you know, they're like, oh, well, then we can't do it. No Chewing is in the house.
Hey, No Chewing.
What is up?
A lot of people. Canuck running his mouth.
Of course.
As always.
It's not a stream unless Canuck is. You got to run his mouth.
Where was it? Oh, there you go. Nice flex, Zach. Showing off the new diamond figures.
That's what he does.
I almost want to be like, so what did all the accessories come with Rick and Michonne? You know.
No, I can rattle them off if you want, but it's a lot of stuff. They each come with like an M16 machine gun. They each he comes with a shotgun, a hatchet, couple of hands, alternate hat head and regular angry hatless head, and the duffel bag that he carries on his shoulder, like a golf bag that he can put the shotgun and the rifle in. Did I say right? No, it's a rifle, not a shotgun. Sorry, and the machine gun. So he puts those two in there, and then Michonne comes with her shoulder bag, a sheath for her katana, machine gun, and some extra hands.
That's awesome.
But yeah, they're very cool. The sculptors did a great job. I think Paul Harding did Michonne, and May Thamtarana, May Shelf did Rick, pretty sure.
Nice. Yeah, they look good. They look good from the photos, and then from what you've been doing with them. Dead Man said some of those Joe fans are nuts. I feel like Mezco messes it up. They might burn Mezco to the ground. Joe fans are insane. They are insane.
They're no more insane than any other fan base.
Oh, RG says, okay, I'm here now.
Now we can start.
Oh, Canuck ass, is Rick handless?
It's too early. I mean, you can make him handless. But there's no stump. True. There's no stump, but you can. The hands are all removable, so
and you guys
can be double handless.
There you go. And plus, I mean, over time, I mean, you guys will probably make a handless Rick with the metal stump on his hand or whatever, his little weapon that he puts on there.
Yeah, maybe Series 9 will do like a Winter Rick or something like that, or a SWAT Rick or something. Did he ever wear the SWAT armor? I forget. Everybody else did.
I keep getting everything mixed. Like I keep going to the show. I'm trying to think of the comic, and I haven't read the comic in a bit. I would assume he wore some sort of SWAT gear.
They all found the SWAT gear when they took over the prison, and so like Glenn wore it, and I think Glenn's girlfriend, what's her name? She wore it. Michonne even wore it, I think, at one point. But yeah, there's a lot of armor going on.
Forefathers, don't be jealous of the 3 zeros. You know, I got the Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, and Storm Shadow looks good, but something about 3-0, 1/6 scale figures, they feel a little cheap.
Ouch.
And then KJ says, I hope the Walking Dead line goes long and deep.
That's
which if you guys watch the show, we showed off. You guys have why am I not having his Negan 2 zombies?
Yeah, and the Walker, yeah. So that's Series 2, and Series 3. I don't think I'm allowed to announce who's in it yet, but that's already in the works. So Series 3 is in development.
There you guys go. Get your Walking Dead fix, and don't wait until the last minute. You know, everybody's scraping together, trying to get Invincible figures, Lord of the Rings figures because they're so awesome. Jump on them, get them. You know,
Got to get that Merry and Pippin.
man, I can't wait. And I don't even know. I don't think I showed Zach, but there's a. I don't know if you're familiar with Max Bird. It does like soft goods for figures.
I don't know the name, but
he did. Yeah, see.
Ooh.
Where's Pippin? Where's Mary? He's in here somewhere. Take a shot of them. I've been waiting to do. I was waiting a long time to do a shot of them dancing with their mugs.
Yes. Oh, it looks so good.
They come in pints.
They come in pints? No, that's not focusing at all.
But yeah, so this guy does Max Bird. They do a bunch of soft goods for a bunch of stuff, Joy Toy, all these different things. They also do soft goods for Lord of the Rings. So I got a little wired soft goods for
Nice.
Sam.
Nice.
And I think I'm going to end up putting them all on the Fellowship because he 3D prints and does the little clasp in like a metallic, it's almost like translucent metallic type of paint to give it that authentic look. And it's all wired. The hood's all wired and everything. And it just looks good. Because your guys' cape looks good too. But I was like, let me see if I can get them to where they all have the capes.
But you're you're a soft good snob just like I am.
No, it's just when you... Because I think some of them are missing. Like not all of the diamond ones come with the capes. So
yeah,
unless there's going to be like a down the road all capes set type of thing.
Yeah, I think Toy Biz did that, right? They did an all capes one.
Yeah. I think they did.
I think they did a soft goods cape set with all of them in the soft goods capes. But yeah, we want to eventually try to get capes out for everybody, whether it's a pack in or a special release like we did with Gimli for San Diego. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get capes out for everybody.
Cutthroat does say we need Splatterhouse action figures. Just saying. And KJ agrees. Splatterhouse figures from the old game, which is funny because they mentioned that, and I just have like a random Splatterhouse stand.
Wow.
Like that's the newer style mask. He pretty much was like Jason Voorhees and side scrolling, beating up demons and stuff.
With a
I remember
yeah.
I remember the comic book ads for it. It was like a comic strip, and at the end he puts on this red mask. I never played the game, but I remember the ad pretty clearly.
It was a beat 'em up, pretty much typical beat 'em up game.
It was fun. But when you put a $50 cape on a $20 figure, is the figure now a $70 figure? No.
Oh,
that is not the case.
You
have a $20 figure with a, with the cape that cost.
Or now, you could make your own, and that's okay too. Yeah,
exactly. I don't got the time for that right now.
It doesn't take that long.
Show everybody your Magneto cape.
It's pretty basic, but I did keep the top of the cape just so that it kind of looks like he's almost like his backpack cape, and then I just added my own soft goods to it, and just X-Acto knife, Gorilla Glue, nothing special, some old material. And and I could wire it if I wanted to. I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily put in that much effort, but I've done that. I made a couple for my mythics. It's easy. It doesn't take that long. It's something to do also, like if you're watching a movie you've already seen before, which I watch a lot of movies that I've seen before, just putting them on in the background, doing chores, and then
I'm sure you could get because my mom used to pick up fabric what I don't even know what they're called anymore. You go to Michael's and stuff, you buy a little blueprint or whatever they are. What are they for clothes? Patterns. There you go. Patterns. I'm sure if you get a pattern, you could scale it down enough to where you could just follow that pattern to make whatever you want.
Oh yeah, well they make them. You can get one if you go to the right places. Michael's probably has them, or Hobby Lobby. you probably can get 1/12 patterns for almost anything because doll makers. My mom is a doll maker, so that's why.
Or just add some wire, Paul.
I you know what? That's something I'll probably try it out at some point, making my own wired stuff. But I'll definitely be having old mom help me out with that because she did that for. I mean, that was her. That's how I got into collecting. Is she was into dolls, so she collected dolls and took me to doll shows and stuff like that when I was a little kid, and then toy shows, and that's
probably what got me into collecting too. Not your mom collecting dolls, but my mom collected dolls. And in our kitchen, she had a giant, like, awesome, like, I wish I had it. It was like a china cabinet, and it had all this like knickknack stuff and like from was it like I can't think of what it is. She'd have doll stuff in there, but it was old stuff too. Antiques. There we go. That's the word. I cannot think of words today. But she'd have antiques and dolls and stuff in there, and she'd collect all the stuff, put it in there, and it was nice. And I'm like, that's really cool. And I got some of her stuff that was in there, like when she passed. So I wanted this because I grew up with
Smokey the Bear.
Smokey the Bear. She had a little Pillsbury Doughboy in there.
Cool.
She had some other things in there too, which they're buried. But yeah, I sort of picked and choose some of the things that I wanted amongst my brothers, stuff that like meant a lot to me growing up, just stuff that I made sure that I was there. And even behind my screen that I'm looking at has like an old geisha that her friend gave her from when he was in the service.
Oh, nice.
So, I have some of that stuff, and then I have a tote of like miscellaneous dolls that I don't care about because there weren't really a connection. It was just like, here, this is some of her dolls. Like, cool. I'm not going to do anything with them.
My mom has my mom's had, even before I collected, she had a doll room. And so like 20 years ago, I remember, coming home for Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that, and I'd have to sleep in the doll room. And it never bothered me. Like, I grew up with that type of stuff. But when we first started dating, she came to spend Christmas at my parents' house, and she was like, "We're sleeping in the doll room." And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, and she just kind of looked at me like, "I don't know about this." And I'm like, "What? The dolls bug you? Like, you don't like their porcelain faces and their crazy eyes?"
Because of horror movies, man. They always make dolls creepy.
Yeah, but I never found it scary. I was always kind of like, it's cool. I mean, that's how I got into collecting. My mom was a collector before I was.
That man says, so what you're saying is it all started with dolls.
Yes, it did. Well, for me, I guess it would really have to have started probably in the 80s when I was getting nothing but, G.I. Joe, He-Man, Transformers, everything awesome.
I mean, some dolls can be cool.
Yeah.
I sound like a Harley drove by somebody's place.
Not me.
Probably. Got some loud people on my street.
Frostbite, don't forget to hit that like button, people. That's heck yeah. Hit that like button. Follow, share it with your friends. Yeah, if we're talking about dolls too. I'll break something. This has been like something I've carried around for a while, but I mean, anybody can complain about dolls. If you collect 1/6 scale figures, you're collecting dolls.
You collect dolls.
100%.
Yeah, I had 12-inch GI Joes when I was a kid. They're dolls.
Yeah,
they're
nice.
They're just very large, very fun to play with large guns. Dolls.
Yeah, large, like,
yeah,
they're sweet. Like, I even did some of the ones that weren't official Joe accessories, but they came with like bunch of like medical supplies, or you get one that has like the cooking, like the whole cooking gear and stuff like that.
Yep.
Me and my friends would sit there and just have little battles with them. We each had one, and we'd be getting these accessories. Then my mom took rice and made a bunch of sandbags for us, so we could set up like sandbags and have battles. And
awesome.
It's really cool stuff. And that's actually the first stuff that actually got me into, like, this isn't a G.I. Joe weapon, but you started getting the fancier stuff that
allowed
you to put put the interchangeable magazines and drums and all that type of stuff into them.
There was some 12-inch Army Men that came out in the mid 90s that I got. They were generic. They weren't G.I. Joe brand or anything like that. I can't remember what they were called. They might have been called like Battle Core or something kind of, just basic. But
it might have been the core. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that?
It might have been the core. Yeah, they did mostly 3 3/4 inch, but I'm pretty sure they did some 12-inch too. Lanyard toys, I think.
I have. Oh yeah, like
We'll get the questions for a second. I've been starring your question. I'm not ignoring you, bro.
But yeah, I had some of those. They were a lot of fun. They actually had better guns than the 12-inch Joes that were coming out around the early and mid 90s. So
there were a couple brands that were coming out. Like there was one that had like a terrorist that was a guy in about balaclava, and then there's a girl, and then like they were like a set of them that were really cool, and they had a guy that was like in full SWAT gear and stuff. And they put a little bit more extra love than what you get with some of the Joes.
I had the ones
like
I had the ones that were like one was like a space, like it was like not really an astronaut, but kind of like some sort of space astronaut type guy. And then I had one that was in like full like military, like Marines dress blues, and I had a few of them.
Yeah, in the mid 2000s, there was a company called 21st Century Toys, I think, and they made the terrorists. I'm pretty sure, and they made it was villains. The villains was the line. It was all crazy bombers and other characters like that.
Stuff that wouldn't get past today.
But they did they did heroes too, Army guys. It was around the time like Dragon models was really big. They were doing a lot of 12-inch like realistic soldiers. They did Dragon models did some great stuff. They did a Jackie Chan, which was really awesome. I'm pretty sure that was Dragon. They were imports all from Japan, but yeah. No, I used to have a lot of 12-inch figures. I'd set them all up along the shelves in my kitchen. I might have had a villain or two, but mostly like the like crazy stuff, like the Matrix stuff that they did in the 1/6 scale. I think N2 Toys did it, and then my wife and I really like the movie Charlie's Angels and Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. So I had some of them. Which was funny because they came in like these like very girly outfits, like tie-dye and stuff like that. So I took all their heads off and I put them on Trinity bodies from the Matrix. So they all had nice. Like cool black leather outfits for fighting people. That's the kind of stuff I did. I played with dolls, absolutely, 100%. That was when I was in my 20s.
One Man Toy Show said, "What's up, what's happening, fellas? What's up, Zach?" And then he states, "Really looking forward to the animated Godzilla gallery statue."
Yeah, that's a cartoon I never really watched, but it's a very cool piece.
Those gallery statues, man, you guys are just killing it with those. Those things they look so good.
Oh, thank you.
Gallery, the Legends in 3D. You guys got that House of Dragon head, that dragon head that looks phenomenal.
Yeah. I don't know which dragon that is, but it's
isn't it
is it Damon's?
I think it's Damon's dragon. It's the red one.
Yeah, Caraxes is the next one. He's not out yet, but we did Drogon, which is Daenerys's dragon, and sold out, I think, pretty sure.
Yeah, my dogs.
Because you only make 1,000 of each of the Legends of 3D busts.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna keep going barking anyway. But anyway, dog in the background barking. So those look awesome. And if you guys aren't familiar with like Legends in 3D or even the gallery pieces, you guys need to check them out. I mean, even the Venom one that you guys dropped, like the video game Venom that has the 2 Spideys and how they attach and make one giant gallery piece, looks awesome. Like, and you don't have to get all 3 if you want the whole scene. It's cool, but you can get these sets and like accent your collection. You can accent your home, office, everything with these statues. And let's be honest, if you look at your collection, and I want everybody in the chat to look at something in their collection or where they have a bunch of their figures, you have some basic ass standing figures that aren't posed in actions and they're just straight basic as shit. But when you get statues, they're posed better and they look good. So you can mix it in there.
The only trick is the scale. Most of them are like 1/8 scale about. So depending on the character, it could fit in with the figure collection. We did a MODOK. We've done a bunch of Hulks. So I mean, some of them would fit, but yeah, it's really your mileage may vary kind of situation.
Yeah.
I have Doctor Strange, and I don't care I don't care about his scale. I have a giant Doctor Strange statue, but I have a lot of Doctor Stranges, so it's like.
Right. You could put that on a bookshelf, that at the end of some books, you can put it like there's just, you can put them anywhere. Exactly. Or just have it in its own shelf in a detail with the light beaming down just to really accent the statue.
Yep.
But don't let anybody think that statues can't go with your collection if you're collecting figures, because they can. Okay. And plus, Zach has done some really good photos. If you go check his Instagram out, he's done some photos where he's implemented some gallery pieces with some figures.
We made the cave troll in scale to the Lord of the Rings figure. So if you get the cave troll, it's static, but you can have the characters interacting with it. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
And like I mentioned, that MODOK is a really cool piece too. I noticed, Art, you got the Hawaiian Punch guy on the back. So you got a lot of food mascots, huh?
Oh, the Kool-Aid guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kool-Aid, not Hawaiian Punch.
That was the one large Funko that I wanted, because growing up with the Pillsbury Doughboy, Kool-Aid Man, like those mascots, like even with Jada doing Chester the Cheetah, or even McDonald's re-releasing some of these McNugget buddies, like it's just nostalgia, plus they changed so much. Some of the mascots don't even exist anymore.
Yeah, I want to do more with mascots. I always regret missing out on the line of like retro style cloth costume McDonald's figures that they did a long time ago. I think it was Hugo Stevenson's company, and they did like carded reproductions of the old McDonald's figures that were really cool. I always regret not getting those, because
was it like Big Mac and like Mayor McCheese?
Yeah, Mayor McCheese and the bird, the girl, I forget what her name is.
Oh, Birdie, and then like what was Birdie. It, Captain Crook and
Grimace, Hamburglar, and Grimace. Yeah.
I wish I would have got those, because I see people that have them, even the vintage, even the newer release. I'm like, they look so cool.
Yeah.
I have this hanging out of my desk right now.
Oh, nice.
See, that's awesome. Energizer Bunny.
So pretty cool.
Yep. I like the Tony the Tiger that Jada. They teased that one.
Oh, really? Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, they got Tony the Tiger, and then there was another one too. I think they're doing. I think they should do Toucan Sam. That'd be pretty cool.
I have a Captain Crunch somewhere in my mother-in-law's attic that I hope to be able to access at some point. But they did a Captain Crunch, and I think Jean Lafoot, the bad guy pirate.
Yeah.
But yeah, they should do more of that stuff. Jolly Green Giant, and I want to do a Colonel Sanders. That's my big dream. Colonel Sanders.
Do all the fast food mascots.
Yeah.
I want an ultimate Colonel Sanders with lots of
Ronald McDonald's, Wendy from Wendy's, have the King from Burger King.
Oh yeah. Oh man, they did some Burger King figural stuff like not too long ago, but it wasn't.
We've already got the Burger King.
Oh yeah.
This is Burger King Randor. This is the classics one. I love it. But they're gonna do a Masterverse one. I love this figure. He's so awesome. Look at how resplendent he is.
Does he come with that giant
chalice?
Cup? Yeah.
Yeah. He comes with a chalice. He also comes with a spear, which is like okay. But this is him in his actual like Mr. Burger King like king outfit, and then of course there's like the battle armor version of him. So, but this is one of the few like classics that like I'm never gonna part with this Master Universe classic, because it's just so great, because he looks like he's the Burger King.
Prospect says he really likes the Kool-Aid figure. The Kool-Aid pop doesn't even look like a pop. It doesn't. That's the big one. I have the small one too. And then One Man Toy Show says he has the original McDonald's figures loose.
Wow, cool.
He's got a crazy collection of vintage and all kinds of good stuff.
Nice.
You got to find those deals, man. When I was at the Maryland Toy Expo, I almost walked out with 2 Elf plushies. One that was that had the voice and stuff, and the other one that didn't. But I was like, nah, I gotta save my money for other things.
I'm just trying not to get too into vintage because there's so much vintage that I would just go crazy off the deep end with, and the prices for them, a lot of it's a bit much. It's a bit much.
You remember Germs? Growing up,
yeah,
they came. They're like these rubbery, like germs, and they all came in like these plastic test tubes, and there'd be different ones and stuff like that. This guy had a whole set of them, and he was selling them each one for like I think like $35 at the lowest.
Wow.
And I was like, are you kidding me?
It's like Battle Beasts. Like I got into collecting Battle Beasts for like 2 seconds, and then after I got about 6 or 7 of them, I was like,
you're paying like $15 minimum for something that still has the rub.
Yeah.
No weapons though.
No weapons. Oh, you never find the weapons. When there's weapons involved, that the price jumps way up. So
even muscle guys are only like 3 for $5 if you go to the right dealer. I mean, they're you can still get them pretty cheap. I love muscle guys. I got a few of mine.
Oh yeah, the muscle. Yeah, Kinnikuman or whatever.
Yeah, Kinnikuman. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of vintage stuff. It's all floating around on my desk just because I don't want to put it away. I got my Mr. T. He didn't come with a hat, but it's an old Uncle Sam Amigo hat that I gave him. Got a couple Wolverines. I got my Toy Biz Wolverine or I think it was the original Toy Biz Wolverine, and now I got the Secret Wars Mattel Wolverine. I like the brown costume.
The brown suit.
I had the Kang. I had the Secret Wars Kang, and someday I'll just because I had that was a pocket figure when I was a kid because I had Kang, and then I had, which I still have, I had the Penguin from the Superpowers line, and I still have him, but he was a pocket figure, and that's probably why he survived. It's because he probably was shoved in a pocket or something and then kept for years. And my mom actually when I was like 35, she was like, "Oh, I found a bunch of your old stuff. Oh, here." And then she handed me like 3 figures, and one of them was the Penguin, and I was like, "Yes." So I have my original, but McFarlane just did it, but it's a platinum, so I got to find it for the same colors. So they can go next to each other.
But Paul, Diamond does make the best pocket figures, though. Besides Mini-Mates. Mini-Mates are great pocket figures. But, I mean, come on, they're little Muppets.
Oh, it's funny you should say that because I was just messing with Scooter.
Like, they're so small and great, and you can put them in a pocket, and they aren't going to get messed up.
Don't get me started on the Muppets again. Jeez.
I mean, we got Sweetums coming, man.
I know. I'm excited.
That's not a pocket figure. That's gonna be pretty big.
I'll make it fit.
It's a cargo pocket figure.
A hoodie sweatshirt pocket.
There you go. So, Zach, not only did I have you on to just sort of, hang out for our stream, because we're going to get into the slides and stuff that Froggy Geezer put together for us, but I also you were busy, man. I swear this convention season, it's the busiest I've seen you for getting on streams. Like everybody was like, Zach's on. I'm like, all right, I'm not even going to ask, even though I know you probably would have if I asked, but I wanted to catch you after the fact. So with convention season sort of slowing down, I guess I could say that. How were the conventions, man? How many did you go to?
I only went to like one. I went to San Diego, but that ended at the end of July. But and then I had to do a couple of days at a sports convention, Fanatics Fest in New York. But I was just hanging out there to help set up and work the booth a little bit. I don't really know the sports as well. But let me know if I'm breaking up, by the way. I see people freezing every now and then.
No, it's just Paul. He always does that every once in a while.
I'm not freezing. I'll just stop moving and you'll think I'm frozen.
But now I got to get jazzed up for New York Comic Con, which is coming up. And we're going to have a couple exclusives there. And we got a panel on Saturday this time. Usually we're on Thursday, but we got a Saturday panel somehow, which is awesome. Yeah, it should be a good show. I'm excited about it.
How was San Diego for you?
It was good. It was good. I got to see a lot of people that I either haven't really seen before in person, or that I'm always like to see in person. The Toy Daddies, including No Chewing, they were there for I think the first time. So I got to see them.
Yeah, all of them are sweethearts.
Yeah, oh yeah, Yimbo and
Toy Father, and
yeah. Yeah, we had a pretty good turnout for the panel. We showed off a lot of stuff for the first time, which was very cool. We didn't have as many prototypes in the cases I would have liked. There was some stuff that didn't make it to the show, but
you guys still had
we
a
showed off
lot
some new
though.
stuff. We should. Well, we make a lot of different things, so every shelf is something different, and we had like 5 or 6 cases, and a couple cases were all Star Wars, and a case was all Marvel, but everything else was kind of a lot of different things, Muppets and Jean-Claude Van Damme and Lord of the Rings and House of the Dragon and John Wick and Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers and AEW. It's there's something different every day, which is really cool. And every month we put out like 10 or 12 new pre-orders of all different stuff. So it's I never get bored, that's for sure. And the cons are very exciting and crazy. And I had to do a lot more of the setup and breakdown because we one of our staffers had a little bit of a family emergency, so that was kind of crazy, running around trying to get all the stuff packed up and sent to the right places. And but it was a fun show. The whole crew gets we rent a Airbnb outside of town, just outside of town. It's a long walk from the convention center, but it's worth it to come home, be able to cook yourself a meal and have a snack and sit down on the couch with a bunch of guys and have a drink and watch television.
And plus, you guys were showing off. I mean, you had the House of Dragon figures you had up there. You also had for the Marvel Select, obviously the Archangel and the Nihilist that everybody's going crazy for.
So good.
And then you had Sweetums on display. You had some of the Walking Dead stuff on display. Like, you guys displayed quite a bit. And then you're saying that there is more. I definitely like
we
that
revealed.
more.
We revealed the new Marvel Select, which is Hobgoblin, at the panel. So that should be very cool. Comic Hobgoblin, like a classic Hobgoblin. And we've got a couple more like MCU figures in the works that we are still pending approval. So we got Hobgoblin is about to be painted, I think, but the other ones are getting close to finish. So we just got to get approval to show them.
Like a Joe Fix-It,
Joe Fix-It would be very cool. No, I desperately want a Mr. Fix-It, but not with a suit like neat, all tucked in and everything like that. I want like a savage Joe Fix-It, with the shirt torn. Kind of remember the old Toy Biz Joe Fix-It, where he wasn't very articulated, and he had a really big gun. That one, he was tattered. His toes were peeking out of his shoes. That was a great figure. I love that one.
With his little hat on, his little fedora. Yeah.
People still try to find that figure too. Like, that's a figure that people still like. Once in a while. Yeah, I've heard a few people be like, "I'm looking for the old Toy Biz one," and I'm like, "Wow, really? Okay, that's cool."
Yeah, kind of like the old Beta Ray Bill from the old Silver Surfer line. That was a great figure too, not very articulated, but like all kind of hunched over with a big cape and big metallic hammer. That was very cool. The chrome hammer, back metalized.
Yep,
that was a good one.
So since we're talking about stuff that's in the works, and Cutthroat's been repeating 50 million times, I might as well ask you now. Where's it at? Oh, he's saying we need more Tron figures for Tron 3 movie coming out. So does that mean, since you guys have been doing the Tron originally, that with the new movie that you guys still may be able to do more Tron?
Yeah, we're definitely going to do, I think we might do a reissue on some of the classic figures, but I don't know about new figures for the classic movie. New movie would be very cool. I love Tron Legacy. I trot this out whenever somebody brings up Tron. I trot out that I still have my light up face Tron face.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, it's one of my favorite movies. So it was almost on my top 10, almost. But yeah, I'd love to do Tron 3 figures. That'd be really cool.
You did the Mini-Mates Daft Punk, didn't you?
No, Kubrick did, I think, Daft Punk.
Oh, okay.
I wish
that was very cool. No, if there's one thing that I want to own, it's Daft Punk figures. Whether they're maybe not 1/6, but I know there's like a 6-inch or 5-inch set out there that I got to track down. Those would be
The import ones.
Yeah, and
we
there's
need you to step up and get some nice Daft Punk figures made.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know how that
7-inch
would work
Daft
since
Punk.
they broke up.
Oh, I'm sure
still,
they're still licensing it.
They'll still make some money and want to.
Oh yeah.
KJ Smith says, "Dude, I have a washing machine box of never opened mini mates, and I was digging through it. Man, they're still so cool." And then one man toy show did say, "Yes, I have that Toy Biz Joe Fix It. That would be great, Zach."
Mini mates are the coolest. I love mini mates. This is one of my
perfect pocket figs. Those are the best pocket figs.
The Dazzler.
Focus
Dazzler.
Dazzler.
Yeah, that's Disco Dazzler.
She's got roller skates.
Yes, roller disco.
I keep all my mini mates in here. Well, some of them. I have thousands of mini mates, but I keep
So,
those in here.
What do we need to do? So I saw mini mate Zach on a Vespa cruising around at SDCC. Now, what do we need to do to get Diamond to make like a convention exclusive Zach and a Vespa mini mate? Like
for the rest of us?
Yeah, like we want one, and it would be a cool little giveaway to get people into mini mates. I mean, in my opinion, at least. I mean, you've worked for the company for so long that I think you really love your mini mates. You do great figure photography with it, and I think it'd just be a cool homage to you, and And I think a lot of collectors would. I think a lot of collectors would like it.
I don't know how many people would want a mini mate of me, but it is a really cool mini mate. My friend, you bastards, over on the mini mate multiverse message board made it for me. It's me dressed for the convention. I got the convention shirt on, and
yes.
Yeah, we did a thing at the booth where if you could find my figure in the display case and take a picture of it and show it to somebody, then you won like a little pin or something like that. We're gonna do a promo mini mate at New York Comic Con. I think it's gonna be there. I'm waiting to hear if it's gonna make it, but we're gonna give away a promo to everybody who comes to the booth. Limited, while the supplies last, kind of thing. A little bit each day, and
you're gonna have more than just 10, though, right?
Oh yeah. We'll give away like 100 or so each day, to people who come by, starting first thing in the morning. And so if you want one, you got to come by first thing. The funny thing is we did do a mini mate, which is kind of rare actually, of the owner of Diamond Select and Diamond Comics, Steve Jeppy. He was celebrating the 35th anniversary of the company. So he's a big Baltimore Orioles fan. So we gave him a baseball hat and copies of all his magazines. He owns Baltimore Magazine, and he publishes the Hakes auction catalog and previews catalog, and he has a museum, the Jeppy's Entertainment Museum, or he used to have a museum in Baltimore. But that's a cool, rare piece that I hang on to. I keep above me as a tribute. But yeah, no, it'd be cool to do like a promo for me. They're expensive to do like one that has like printing on it and cardboard. Usually we do like and not cardboard, like sculpted hair pieces and stuff like that. But the promo is like it's what we call a promo blank. So it's like no features, just a basic blank figure, but it'll have a little printed diamond logo on the chest for our 25th, which is very cool.
Oh man, I could just see a bunch of customizers taking that and going to town with it. Sort of like, you can get those blank. I think that at some point you could get blank Funkos, but I know Dunnies. You'd get blank Dunnies that people would paint up and stuff like that.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I've always wanted to do something like that for for like a do-it-yourself kind of kit, where we send like, I think Kubrick did that. They gave you like a bunch of face stickers. And so you can make it a boy, or there was set for a girl, and different details on the outfits and accessories you could put onto the hats, stuff like that. Kubrick definitely did that, like a big box set for.
But then the stickers can fall off and stuff. Like it's just.
I mean, it depends, I guess, on what you're doing with them. But I mean, if you get them on there, good. There's a lot of people who do customizing mini mates, and they print out on sticker paper the faces, and they just put them on there, and they look great. There's a lot of great customizers. There's a lot of great toy photographers doing stuff with mini mates too.
Let's see. trying to think. One Man Toy Show said, any chance DST will do more Darkwing Duck or other Disney figures, statues, etc.?
Yes. I don't know about more action figures. I want to do more action figures. I think we sold out of the Darkwing Duck, so we know that there is demand for more. So I'm not sure where we are in terms of development. But we are going to do more classic Disney stuff. We just solicited the Legends in 3D Maleficent, which is very cool. Maleficent and her bird Diablo. We're going to do more of those. We've got another newer, but still, classic Disney animation. 2D, not 3D. We're doing another statue, Legend 3D bust. And then we're going to do some gallery dioramas. One of them is Mickey based, and that one's going to be offered, I think, in the next month or two. So keep an eye out for that. Should be very cool.
And see, Cutthroat says, how about some John Wick 4 dioramas?
We have one in the works. We just solicited one from John Wick 3. We solicited Sophia, which is beautiful, her and one of her dogs. It's a really great piece. So pre-order that now if you want it. Definitely pre-order. And then, but we're going to do one from a character from Series 4 who debuted in Chapter 4 next. That's the next one. I think, again, we'll offer that in the next month or two. And we just solicited the 2 John Wick busts, the 1/6 bust and the 1/2 scale Legend 3D, and we just offered a Milestones, which is our 1/6 scale statue. So it's very cool. It's him standing on a pillar with his black dog by his side, and he's got a sword in his hand. It's an awesome piece. Very cool.
Then Archie says, I just opened an old 2006 Toy Fair magazine. And of course, the page I opened is the Inside the Monkey House skit with Zach.
I'm sure it was horribly offensive to somebody.
Oh, and then Cutthroat says maybe Diamond Select do a reissue of the Red Hulk with the cool diorama with them for $65. That'd be a heck of a.
I think we reissued the Red Hulk, or we're about to reissue the Red Hulk. I'm pretty sure we did a new run of him. I could be wrong. We did a couple of runs of the Immortal Hulk, and then we did a couple of runs of. I think we got a new run of Captain America coming out because he was really popular. Who else? Somebody. We just did a new run of the Spider-Man 1 Gamerverse Spider-Man figure, which is a very cool figure, very posable. There's Cap. Yeah, he's a great figure. I got to give some advice on I got to chip in some ideas on how to make it, and it came out real nice.
It's awesome. It is probably one of the better Captain America figures that I'd say the best Captain America figure that I have in my collection.
It's pretty great. And what were we talking about?
You're talking about.
Oh, they were asking about the Red Hulk. Yeah, I think dioramas are tough with prices going through the roof in terms of manufacturing. It's tough to do those dioramas and pack them in with a figure. We did it for Lord of the Rings. We did like the Build-A-Figure for Sauron, but it's it was definitely expensive, and we don't do too many dioramas. For Hobgoblin, he will come with a Goblin glider. So that's gonna, be a big part of the cost for him. But he'll also come with a bunch of cool accessories.
I'm sure it'll be a better glider than the last Legends one. The last glider was not good. It was not good.
I mean, Legends hasn't done a good glider except with the Build-A-Figure, if you want to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, they just kept it very basic with their gliders, and they're super small.
And really not accurate at all to the comics. So
I think ours will be pretty big, and I think it might come with a support stand so it can be flying. I could be wrong about that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Support stands are always good.
The last Legends one didn't have a support stand, not even the ability to put a support stand on it. So
that's too bad.
Yeah, it happens, not everybody can be perfect.
Oh man,
We are not perfect. We are not perfect.
One Man Toy shows. I really regret not collecting the Lord of the Rings figs. They look great, man. With all my reviews, I've been telling everybody to stop sleeping on the figures. Like they were good. Everybody like that's one thing with the collecting community. And Zach, you could probably, as you know, you probably hear it as well. Everybody wants to like nitpick everything, and like then they focus on the negative about something, and they make it like a bigger situation or a deal than what it really is, and therefore it sort of can deter people from collecting really cool figures. You know, I remember when everybody was like, "Oh, well, Legolas this and that," and then what'd you guys do? You guys released the Golem and gave a bunch of extra arrows and all that stuff. Like,
Yeah, we're not perfect. There are things we could do better with certain aspects of the Lord of the Rings line, and we're trying to improve. We're trying to fix mistakes or offer things that weren't available. Like we did put those Legolas swords that we didn't include with the first figure in with the Golem, and I think they're getting better. I think we do likenesses really well on the line. I think they've been doing some great likenesses. I think Aragorn is probably the best likeness outside of maybe 1/6 that I've ever seen for Aragorn. All the Toy Biz ones were kind of off in some way or another, but I think the one we did is really great. And some people don't like the Legolas likeness, but I think it's pretty good.
I think it looks good.
Maybe the paint wash could have been a little tiny bit better, but I think and Frodo and the Hobbits are all great. Gandalf looks great. His eyes might have rolled a little bit on some of the figures, like in terms of the printing. But
just blame it on his what the grass that they
he's got the pipe weed.
Pipe weed, yeah.
I don't know if he came with a pipe, but we included pipes with I think Merry and Pippin, and also the new Gimli. So there are pipes out there that you can use with the figures. And the pint mugs we did for Merry and Pippin. Gimli came with one, but it's a Merry and Pippin sized mug. So we'll have to do full size mugs at some point. Although I don't know how much drinking the non-hobbits did in the movie. I don't remember.
I think. Yeah, you see Aragorn. You see Aragorn when he's at the Prancing Pony. He's drinking.
Okay.
I think that's the only one I can real. Well, no, you get to see Gandalf drink. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like maybe one scene where he has like a drink.
Okay.
We revealed in the Hobbit.
Yeah. Oh, sure. We revealed everybody drinks in the Hobbit. We revealed the next wave too at the show. We revealed Toriel from the Hobbit. Which is very cool. I think it's a good likeness, and it's I love the character from the movie. It's apparently some people don't like the character from the movie since she's not in the book, but I like it. I think I like her and think she's great. I like Evangeline Lilly too, so that's pretty cool. And then old Bilbo is gonna be the second figure in that series. So
they come with this creepy like I need my ring face where he's like changes his face and gets scary.
I don't know. I hope it comes with an alternate head for at least some different appearance, but I'm not sure exactly what he's going to come with. I've only seen the one head, but hopefully he'll come with a bunch of cool stuff.
A Thorin would be sweet.
Thorin, I want us to do more Hobbit stuff. Thorin would be great, even if we don't get to the other 12 dwarves. I think Thorin is like a necessity, and I like Azog from that movie, which is really
cool. Yeah.
What's also the I guess he'd be not really hot. What's the guy with the rabbits that was like pulling him around?
Oh, Radagast the Brown.
Yeah, that would be a sweet figure too. But then again, people would be like, "Why didn't he come with his full sled?" And
why wasn't he covered with bird poop like he's supposed to be?
Yeah,
he would probably.
I'm sure you guys would put bird poop on him.
Oh yeah.
Where's his Rustabel rabbits?
Right, exactly. But no, I think if you guys can just keep going with all the Lord of the Rings stuff. Go into the Hobbit after you're done with all the Fellowship stuff, and just keep going with it because they look great. The detail you guys are putting into them, the washes, the paints, the weaponry, they look amazing together. So I can't praise it enough. I think they're fantastic. They're good.
Thank you.
And speaking of sort of fantasy, one man.
I should mention they were saying. I think Cutthroat was saying he regretted not getting into it, but
one man.
One man was saying I regret not getting into it, but we do reissues. So if you're looking to get series 1, 2, 3, you can get them. I think you can get a lot of them on the DST store. If not, check your retailers because we just did a reissue of pretty much everything, I think, in the first 4 series. I think Series 6 might be tough to get now, but Series 1 through 4, we just did more, I'm pretty sure. So definitely, if you're looking to get started, they're still $30 a pop, and you can still build Sauron. So definitely give it a shot. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's an amazing Build-A-Figure too. Once you put it
Oh,
together,
yeah.
the soft goods cape, and just the presence of that figure over all the other figures, it's like it's awesome. And then you also got was it the next set that's coming out has what's his face? Why can't I think of his name? Won the ring race.
King of Angmar.
The Witch King, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And that's gonna look great.
Eowyn of Rohan. Those are Series 8. And then Series 9 will be Toriel and Bilbo.
That's so good. And then Cutthroat, nobody's gonna. Somebody already did a 1/12 scale tank. Diamond isn't gonna make a 1/12 scale tank.
I think you mean a Tron tank, or is that an Iron tank?
Iron tank.
I
mean, maybe he meant. Oh yeah, he did mean Tron. Okay,
yeah.
So a 1/12 scale Tron tank.
Yeah, that'd be cool for
Tron
the.
vehicles.
Most of our figures are 1/10, so it'd be a little bigger. But yeah, I'd love to do Tron vehicles. That'd be really cool. I mean, the bikes before the tanks. The bikes would be awesome. But yeah, if we did one and did it in a bunch of different colors, that'd be pretty cool. But then we'd have to have people to drive them. We'd have to make sure the figures could fit inside them. You know, all that stuff.
And then you're like a little party who wants to have a light up feature to it, and maybe the stand could be part of like the beam that's coming off, and it plugs into that. And
yeah, that's another line that Kubrick did really well. They did a lot of Tron Kubrick's. Medicom did them. Medicom.
Now, any chance maybe that you would get any more animated D&D products?
We have another assortment of Mini-Mates box set designed. I showed designs at our panel, but I don't know exactly where they are in terms of prototyping, or in terms of being offered. But I hope we offer them because they're really awesome, and I really like the first 2 series. In terms of animated statues, I don't know if we have another animated PVC in the works. We did Venger. He came out not too long ago. Funny thing is, I didn't realize until I got him that the rock that's next to Venger that's exploding is being hit with one of the arrows from the main hero, the blonde guy with the bow and arrow that fires the energy arrows. So it'd be cool to do him as a gallery diorama. But I know the next gallery diorama, next statue we're doing, it's a resin statue, is actually Dungeons and Dragons classic, not animated. So it's going to be like a creature from Dungeons and Dragons, the game. So that'd be cool. Not Tiamat, but it would be it's a very cool creature. I've seen the sculpt; it's really neat. And
you guys have that new dice holder too, which looks really cool. The skull.
Yeah, the Demolic dice holder, the skull that we put the dice in, is coming out, and the gallery diorama of the Beholder. What's his name?
Xanathar.
Yeah, Xanathar, the Beholder. So that one's coming out pretty soon.
Yep.
Yeah, it comes with a little fish bowl and a book. And
now Cutthroat's asking a question, but I think it's more of a NECA thing. He says, "Oh, since new Aliens movie coming out, is Diamond Select going to do some Alien figures?"
I doubt we can do action figures because it seems like those are pretty tied up. But we've talked about doing some more Alien stuff for sure. We used to do a lot of Alien stuff. We did Mini-Mates like crazy. We did Banks, vinyl Banks. We did an Egg, a Warrior, Big Chap, Queen. We did a lot. But I think I don't know if we're going to bring any of those back, but we might do some more new product. So that'd be very cool. Waiting to hear about that.
So says we need a play set as well. Well, it's not going to be 6-inch because Diamond figures are not 6-inch. Everybody's 1/10 scale.
Yep.
7-inch figures, 7-inch. Like McFarlane's DC line. But yeah, I don't know what play set we do. We do like a Hobbit hole. That'd be really cool. But yeah, the way we do, we'd have to have a pretty big retailer behind something like that. And most of our retailers are smaller retailers. We go through Diamond Comic distributors, and we sell to a couple big online retailers like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. We go to some chains like Hot Topic and Box Lunch. But we'd probably have to have somebody big into toys, like a Walmart or a Target to get behind something like that if we were to try that. Just because the tooling on something like that is ridiculous. But we're doing a Kickstarter like Hasbro does with Pulse.
I mean, I'm looking at that hook and ladder dio where you had to buy all the Ghostbusters. Yeah, just that alone is like, it's massive. So I can imagine a Hobbit home. Granted, you can get away with it being a little bit smaller because they're hobbits, but still, like, it's that would be
that's an idea for like a deluxe figure, doing a deluxe Frodo where he comes with like at least his door. Would be nice to have a Hobbit door, one that opens up so you can build your own, dig a hole in the dirt and put it in there, and just make
there you go. Get some styrofoam and cut a hole in it and make it look like
oh yeah hill. No, you could have a lot of fun doing that.
Joy says Paul's screen keeps freezing with him making the most hilarious faces.
I'll help you out.
One Man Toy Show said, I would love to see Diamond Select Toys take on the Rankin Bass products, Rudolph, Frosty, Animated, Hobbit. I still have my Peter Cottontail figure from years ago.
I think if we made Animated Hobbit before we finished or made any real headway in the regular live action Lord of the Rings and Hobbit, I think people would probably riot. But Rankin Bass holiday stuff would be very cool. I guess we did the Peter Cottontail a long time ago. I forgot about that. That was before my time working here, but I was at Toy Fair, so I should have remembered it. We did the Mad Monster Party, which I don't think was Rankin Bass. It was
Mad Monster Party is Rankin Bass.
Is it? Okay. We did Mad Monster Party. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it might be possible. Those things are timeless, and I'm sure that a lot of the places that carry that sort of holiday stuff would be interested in carrying it. Like, there's tons of Christmas shops. No Christmas tree shops anymore, I don't think, but Christmas shops for sure. Who was it? I remember CVS used to carry the Peanuts holiday figures, and I think they even carried some of the Rudolph stuff too. I think Playing Mantis used to do that back in the day.
CVS or Walgreens?
Palisades used to do a bunch of the Rankin Bass stuff too.
Okay.
And that was before it was Palisades, and then there was someone else, because I have NECA. I think actually might have done some too, because really? I have a few. I'm huge into Rankin Bass. I have Year Without a Santa Claus stuff. I have Rudolph stuff. I used to have a big stuffed talking Bumble, the Bumble man from Rudolph, and he had like a star. Yeah, and you could press his hand, and he would make the roar. And,
that's cool. Yeah, somewhere I have a Rudolph with you touch the tail and his nose lights up. Somewhere I have that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still have Heat Miser, Snow Miser, like Santa in his regular outfit for when he goes to Earth and stuff like that for Santa Claus. So there's a lot of. I never saw Mad Monster Party stuff though. I would love all that.
We did 3. We did Dracula, Frankenstein, and I think we did the scientist played by Boris Karloff. I think we did those 3. Yeah, and they were kind of static figures. They weren't really posable, but and they had some balance problems because their heads were so damn big. But they were nice. They were good looking figures.
I'm gonna have to look those up and see if I can maybe find some, because
you might be able to.
I love Rankin Bass. Anything Rankin Bass stuff is usually cool from that. The Rankin, they called it like Rankimation or whatever. Their claymation stuff. I love all that. But the Rankin Bass Hobbit is amazing too, and of course Thundercats. So,
Oh yeah.
Four Feather says, "Will there be any Marvel Zombie reissues?"
I'm not aware of us doing any reissues on the zombie stuff. But never say never is what my boss always says. So if there comes demand for them, then maybe we'll look back. We have like a whole list of older figures that we still have the tooling for. So if we wanted to go back and reissue them, we could. So it's not everything, but it's a lot of stuff. So it's certainly possible. I know we did Sabretooth and Magneto. Yeah, not more recently, but that was still like 10 years ago. So it's possible. I guess that was probably 15 years ago for the Marvel Zombie stuff, the original Marvel Zombie stuff. So, or more than that. Yeah, they've been around for 22 years, Marvel Select. So it's probably 15 to 16 years ago for those. But anything's possible.
And then this one, I don't. Would Diamond Select Toys ever do a Disneyland monorail? I think that'd be more of like a Disney doing that themselves to sell in the parks, like because they're already doing it for one of their Star Wars rides, aren't they?
Yeah, they just did the big Star Wars. What do you call it? The Starliner or whatever it was.
It has like the screen that plays some of the ride in it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is that Star Tours?
Yeah, Star Tours. That's right. We've done a lot of stuff for the Disney Store, but that was back when they had like brick and mortar locations, and they wanted to have certain exclusive stuff that was only available through them, and we would make it for them. Absolutely, we did Marvel Select for them. We did some Star Wars stuff for them, gallery dioramas. We even made mini mates. We did some Marvel mini mates back in the day when I was first starting, and then 13 years ago, and then we did Peter Pan mini mates, which was really awesome. Wow. We did 2 box sets, and then we did a ship that came with Smee, Smee and Wendy, I think, or maybe just Smee and Wendy, and but those were really awesome. I still have some of them. But yeah, if Disney wanted us to do something, we would do it. We've done electronic stuff in the past. It's a long development time for like the start. We did the Enterprise ships. We did Knight Rider. We did Back to the Future. We did the Munster Coach.
You still have salty fans about Star Wars or Star Trek,
Yeah. We hope to eventually get back and do more Star Trek someday, but
you did Kirk and Jim at least. I know that, or Kirk and Spock, didn't you? Like not too long ago.
We did a special. We started a new line that was more static and with interchangeable parts.
Yes.
We did Kirk and Spock. Yeah. We did Picard. We did Worf, and then we did Khan. And they were all really cool. Khan could do a couple cool poses. He came with a chair. Worf came with a bunch of weapons. Picard, could do some different stuff. Kirk and Spock, the deluxe one, with like the Horta alien. It was an interesting line, and we'd done a lot of posable Star Trek before that, a lot. But no, people still want electronic ships, and people still want figures, and hopefully we can get back to it someday. Just a lot of behind the scenes stuff we got to work out, so we'll see how it goes.
There we go. And now we get to the portion of we get to talk about some toy news, Zach. So you don't have to worry about it. Talking about Diamond anymore and saying the same stuff you've been saying for we can.
Hey, I love talking about Diamond, and I'm sure people are bored of me talking about Diamond. So I'm
never be
all
bored.
Looking at new stuff.
No,
they will never be bored.
Excellent.
And they'll have tons of questions. And as we're going through slides, guys, of toy news, if you have more questions for Zach, keep them coming, and I'll make sure I star them, and then we'll get to those towards the end. But we're starting with some Mattel. Got some Masters of the Universe. Terror.
This was an exclusive, I think. I think this one was I can't remember who it's for, if it's Walmart or who it was. So this one's hard. This one was a hard one to try to get a hold of. I know that.
Wow. I mean, I may be mistaken, but this is an all new character, right?
Yeah, it's
looks like a mixed mash of like.
Yeah, it's like
make a character.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's heavy reuse, obviously, but it's smart reuse because it's more Snake Men. Because they were going to crowdfund the Snake Men playset, like Snake Palace is what they were talking about doing for Mattel Creations for a crowdfund. But they've been getting heavy into the Snake Men, which is actually kind of smart because a lot of people want like origin Snake Men. Me included. I have a whole bunch of them. I love Motu. So this one I passed because it kind of just, I mean, it's like Trapjaw's arm and Rattlore's tail, but it's purple and the head looks like interesting. I don't know. It just doesn't grab me. It's nothing I'm nostalgic for, but I can understand people loving it.
Graham jumped in and said, just popping in to say I'm happy y'all are making New Zealand and Lips next for your Muppets line. I hope you keep them coming.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, it's a Motu Snake Man. And then you got this one, which I was like, this one's ugly.
Yeah. This one is, I think this, I want to say it's Walmart. So these two, I believe, are Walmart exclusive. But I know there was a lot of people who were, Walmart exclusive. Yeah, One Man Toy Show. Thank you. So yeah, and so these ones were up. They were going up and selling out a bunch of times.
Unproduced figures from the vintage line.
Oh,
okay.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, he would know. He's very he knows a lot about Motu. So
I certainly have new respect for them now, but I thought Terror looked pretty cool. This guy, he's got a lot going on.
Yeah, it's definitely Clawful's arm, and the snake, the Snake Man shield is that's been with a bunch of guys. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with them doing either. They can do a whole bunch of them, as far as I'm concerned. Just do a whole bunch of Snake Men. Good, army build them. That's cool.
Oh, we got McFarlane. Spawn. Call of Duty Spawns. He actually released more photos of them. Mm-hmm. What's up, Disavowed? And yeah, I mean they look good. I mean, it's Spawn with guns. I think he probably released all these guns before. And honestly, it looks like the Mortal Kombat Spawn with a bandolier across.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, it's cool that he does Spawn with guns, so you can actually get guns, and not just one gun.
Actually, looks. I don't know if that's soft goods. It might be a soft goods cape.
I hope it is. If it is, I'm definitely getting it because he doesn't do He hasn't done any soft goods capes for any of the Spawn figures that I can think of in recent times.
Yeah, it's definitely soft goods. Definitely, I can see the stitching. I'm looking on my other monitor. So he definitely put soft goods with it. And then we get the more militarized with like the pouches and everything.
I honestly, the more I look at them, I want both of them. So
why does he come with the Joker pistol?
Because McFarlane made it.
Like all this other stuff, I'm like, okay, I can get it, but like he's not. I can't imagine somebody on a battlefield pulling out that long Magnum. It's like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit pistol.
Yeah, it's totally Joker and '89 Batman.
Actually, that's what we need. That's what we need, Zach, is some Who Framed Roger Rabbit figures.
Yeah. I was thinking today about toy lines I want to do, and Roger Rabbit would be a great one.
A Judge Doom would be sweet.
Oh, yeah.
All the
Eddie Valiant.
Yeah. No, I think these look good. The guns are an interesting choice, but you can get the other Spawn and then use the guns with this Spawn. So
yeah. And then you can spend extra money if you want to get his signature.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. See, that to me is weird. Like paying extra to get a signature. It's like, wouldn't you rather, like, he's at like every convention. Wouldn't you just rather meet him and get a signature? Therefore, you're like actually interactive with them because
you don't got to wait in line. I guess it might be cheaper to get a signature this way.
True.
I don't know. But yeah, so you can get signature versions. And then also, you got their Marvel Fall Geek Out. This is all Target stuff. We got ourselves a Venom, which this looks all right.
I like that he's doing this because this is something that he actually drew. It's like his artwork he's making 3D. So I think it's kind of cool that he's doing that. If he's doing his, like, if you want a McFarlane, static figure, that of his artwork to, you know, it's cool.
If you want these shots like he's showing, you got to keep that cardboard cutout that's inside the box.
Well, yeah.
We got Spider-Man. What?
Did it confuse you?
A low rent dorm? Like I don't know what this issue was.
Students demand.
Oh,
don't stall anymore.
Students demand dorm reform. Don't
Dorm
stall
reform.
anymore.
Some of his college years.
Do we get to some DC? McFarlane's got a lot of stuff out. Pre-order now. The animated Batwing.
This looks awesome. Not gonna lie, it looks awesome.
37 inches. Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of real estate. That's a big one.
Didn't DC Direct do one of these a long time ago?
Probably, and it's probably like a review of it.
You can fit 2 figures in it.
Wow.
Look how small those figures are.
Well, those figures aren't very. They're a weird scale as it is.
Oh, okay. So they're not
multiverse. They're slightly. They're like almost in between 112 and his 1/10. They're like kind of this weird in between.
All right.
Because I found it's weird though, because some of the figures don't seem like they're in scale with the other figures. Because I found just this weekend I saw the Batman Beyond that he did for this line, and he was tiny. Like he had like weird proportions. He was really tiny compared to like the Batman animated version, just the regular Batman. So I don't know, because even Terry McGinnis wasn't that tiny compared to everybody else. I don't know. It was just odd.
Some cool light up features in the cockpit.
That's cool.
I like it. Even without a figure to put in it, like it might just be cool to have it hanging from your ceiling or whatever you want to do with it, you know.
We're also getting a Two-Face.
Yeah. This is the best Two-Face.
And you could build a
Maxi Zeus.
Oh, Zeus, yeah.
Maxi Zeus is that's a deep cut character too.
Didn't they do as their first Build-A-Figure? Wasn't it Lockup or something like that?
No, it was Condiment King.
Condiment
King. Joke. Yeah. The first Build-A-Figure that from this line was Condiment King, and then they did Lockup, and they did another one. I think there's a third one, but I can't remember who the other one was. But yeah, Condiment King is a joke. Like that was just like he was a joke even in the cartoon. It was just like, all right.
My dog is going crazy for some reason. But yeah, so he comes with a bunch of cool stuff. Alternate hands, a bomb, and then some parts for the Build-A-Figure. And a card.
It looks cool, but, you know.
But it's like you start getting that, like I guess you can pick and choose, or you go all in with animated style. Like you got the creepy Joker Christmas.
Is this going to be like exclusive? I can't pre-order.
I don't think it's an exclusive.
I kind of want this just because it's a cool Christmas figure. Put with my Christmas figures. It's got the crazy Charlie Brown tree. It's kind of cool. And it's the Mark Hamill Joker.
It is Mark Hamill Joker. My dog is going crazy and I don't know why. Oh, you're crazy, dog. You're in the other room looking out the window, barking at people through the window. Stupid. You're on the bed, looking out the window. All right. Or she might see your reflection in there. But this is sort of neat because it comes with a bunch of stuff. You get the crappy looking tree with the little ornaments and stuff. It just fits the Joker. And then he has a little like hand puppet type of hand.
Isn't that one of his like? Isn't it like the Joker fish? It looks like the Joker fish, or is it
No,
just?
it's like on the card, like you can see it.
Yeah.
But he looks
I
like
kind
he
of
just
want to know.
drank too much eggnog.
You know what?
I mean, it's Christmas themed. You do have your Christmas display that you do with your figures. There you go. There's his little hand puppet.
That's funny.
That's so wild. And then we got Batman Lightning Strike.
This is funny because this is like this is the Batman. One of the Batman Returns figures was the Lightning Strike Batman from back in the day, the old Toy Biz ones.
Oh wow!
So I think that's what this is like an homage to.
My dog doesn't listen. She comes in, looks in the door as I'm telling her to lay down, and then she just goes back in and starts growling. Like, man, yeah, there's people putting out their trash and stuff. It's trash day. Just chill.
I know people want to build Maxi Zeus, but do people want this Batman? I mean, like, is the nostalgia that strong for this version of Batman?
I didn't know people wanted to build Maxi Zeus, to be honest. So I was like,
well, that's why I was like, that's a deep cut, man. I thought that they should do like a gold or a platinum of Maxi Zeus by himself, maybe for the website, because that seems like it would be. So, like, if you're gonna go, you're gonna seek it out. Like, I don't know. This is
one man says, "I want the Maxi Zeus," and they said the Xmas with the Joker is a fun episode.
Yeah, it is. It is. This
I assume they've done like a Bane, right?
Yeah, Professor, that's right. It's trash night. What? Oh yeah, it is trash night. I thought it's me dogging on McFarlane stuff. No, like. I think I remember like a stylized Batman back in the day that looked like this.
No, it was.
I mean,
if look up the Batman Returns line, like the same line that had like some of the penguins with the rockets on their back and stuff like that. Toy Biz back in the day. This was one of the figures. Was the Lightning Strike Batman? Because I had one. I remember having, but they came with like big weird armor pieces because Batman had to be extreme back then.
Yeah, but some of those Batman figures back then, they were sweet as hell because you could actually like have them look like Bruce Wayne and then you could like gear them all up with the full Batman.
A couple of them, yeah.
I had an animated one that came in like I just dropped my mouse. He came with like a orangish reddish trench coat that you could take off. It was like a rubber trench coat, and you take it off and you could put on like the bat hand gloves with like one was holding a batarang and then you put his cowl and stuff.
That's what they should have done. It's funny they did this figure and it's not even from the Batman the Animated Series line. It's from Batman Returns. That's just fun.
Yeah. Well, they might have done it in the Batman Animated Series line too. I'm not quite sure. That I would have to check on. But I remember it because I remember having the card with Batman Returns because they thought Batman Returns was going to be huge for toys, and because they hadn't seen what the movie was yet. Where Batman straight kills a guy. Batman who doesn't kill people like. Puts a bomb on one of the clowns in the Red Circle gang and throws him, blows up.
But we got ourselves a Batgirl that looks like she went and got a hack job, hard plastic boob job.
And it comes with Maxi Zeus's crotch. So
so weird. It's the OnlyFans Batgirl. But I mean it's
choice. All I see when I see this figure, though, is that the feet are going to be so tiny that it's never going to stand up on its own.
It's not going to stand.
It's not. It's going to fall right over. The feet on these figures are tiny as it is. So you have to have...
She got webbed fingers?
That's weird.
Yeah, the sculpt and the hands look a little unique. But then here's the builder figure that you buy all those figures for to get a guy that holds a light. You just wanted... A Zeus.
I wonder why they gave him a black lightning bolt.
Black lightning. I mean, maybe it's.
I don't remember. I don't think it was. I don't think his lightning bolt was black. Also, I thought he had. I don't remember him having dark hair either, but maybe he probably
did. Cutthroat. Making fun of my Batgirl, really? Oh, and then one man toy show said, I'm annoyed because I collect the entire line when they are made by DC Collectibles, and McFarlane has forced me to rebuy them just so I can get the Build-A-Figures. Spoilers, I haven't.
Well, honestly, all the other ones, like I know the wave with Lockdown, definitely clearance. all of them clearanced at my Target. So
these are sort of neat. 1/3 scale replicas of like the cowls.
Yeah, he's giving away. He's doing the sweepstakes for the 66 Batman ones.
Oh, okay. So you can go ahead and sign up for that, I guess. They're neat.
I'll enter because I'll take an Adam West one. That was my first Batman.
There you go. There's your Adam West ones.
Yep. I want the Adam West one.
1/3 scales, 6.79 inches for $20.
It's not bad. A Keaton one would be cool, actually.
I mean, if you're a Batman fan, I could just see a nice little like shelving on a wall or something, or around your TV.
In your display with all your figures.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Yeah, I like that one. I don't know if I like the comic one though. The comic one with the half blue, half black. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm not too into that one, but the Keaton one's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here we got the Nightfall.
It's like, why not just make it blue? I don't know.
Yeah, let the natural light and shadowing do its job instead of. But Zach, we have issues with Todd and his like shading on stuff. He does these like sketch figures, and they're trash. They don't even look like sketch figures. They look like somebody gave a kid a Sharpie and a white figure and just scribbled all over it. So
I think I've seen those. Yeah.
we get into some NECA. We got some naked Triceratons. The Gladiator version.
This isn't part of the wrestling, the stump wrestling. However,
this is Eastman and Laird. This is the comic.
Yeah, I know. But
are those fabric?
No, they're probably just rubber.
Yeah.
But he's got those cankles.
Oh, he's beefy. He's a Triceratops. Leave him alone. Stop fat shaming his legs. He's got some cool weapons.
He does.
Look at that. That looks like he's gonna fight Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one Triceraton they did from the comic, he was like $50, and I wanted him because he looked really cool. He was like in a purple outfit. But I saw people get him into some poses that I was really impressed that a big figure can get into poses. And then the articulated jaw also helps. And then we get into something that some people love it, some people hate it, some people, it's the whole people having to make lines in their collection that if you collect a certain line, you can't like these guys, and it's weird. But Gridiron Studios, this is a 1/12 Enemy Ground Pounder APC edition, black gray for G.I. Joe Classified Stinger, $79.99. And we got ourselves basically, it's like a whole trailer, and it looks awesome. And you attach it to the Stinger, and it turns the Stinger into this.
That's kind of cool.
That's with their tires. This is Gridiron tires on this, but it's the detail in there. Like you got the little computer screens and computers. You got these parts like the stands that come out and the part folds down. Like
I think this is actually pretty cool. Yeah, it makes it like more like a tank.
Like people were complaining and they're like, "Oh, the price and this," and it's like, but think about it. Like, how much did people pay for those missiles to get towed behind his tank?
That was $90. Wasn't that $90 for that thing? Which I didn't buy. I didn't bother buying.
Look at all the figures that can fit on your Stinger now.
Well, yeah, if you put your army in the back of it,
and you got the different color tires that you can do.
I don't have a problem with this at all.
Showing off because you got like the silver with like the red circle. You got the solid red, solid black.
I would love it if they did one for. Is this in green? They got the green one.
Well, no, this is actually a MPAC 46H Enemy Ground Pounder upper, a 105 howitzer, black gray for $60.
Oh,
you got all the shells, and it attaches to the top. If you go back and we look at the images
Does it
right
have
there, you got this gray
Yeah.
spout right there. So you can get your Stinger to have a really good Stinger with a howitzer in the back. The rounds, and you got like the mesh. Now, some people were trying to say, "Oh, well, you buy this and you buy that, you're spending almost $300, and you can buy a other vehicle that's out there that isn't as costly." Nobody's saying you have to get this stuff, but you're also looking at the quality of how the stuff sort of just meshes together.
It's also
turning a vehicle. Go ahead.
Well, my thing too is like, if you want it, go get it. If you don't want it, why can't other people have the opportunity to go get it? So
yeah.
It doesn't invalidate anything else. Just they're making something, and you know what? I have a feeling a lot of those are going to be sold, and a lot of people are going to want those because they're going to want
look
that.
How big that is to where you can have your troops sitting in there, like little armored troop transport.
Definitely.
All the detail in there.
Yeah. It looks fun. I just look at it as fun.
Yeah.
However, I would like a green one for my Vamp.
Actually, the Vamp doesn't have the same back setup as the Stinger.
Yeah.
Because Stinger just has it sort of like flat.
Mm-hmm. They'd have to mold it differently, so they can't just make one. Probably.
Trying to think of where my Stinger's at right now. Nowhere close that I can think of. Actually, it's behind me, but I don't feel like getting it. Actually, I'll grab it. I'm just caught on my leash.
Well, I've got my Vamp right here, so.
But that's not
I might be able to find some way to hook it on the back. I don't know how.
Because you basically, if you took this stand off, because that's all it is like you got basically a flat back. That's what that plugs into.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is that you probably could do that on this one too. It's got a plug or
I guess you could.
A peg.
I don't know. My Vamp's behind me up there that I can't really see.
I feel like you probably could do it. They're just the Stinger maybe just made more sense.
They're probably going to do it, to be honest. They do everything in their two tones, two different colors. They do them in multiple colors. And then we get into some ramen. I like some good ramen. That's
they don't like
the price jump.
Oh, this one doesn't.
This is the basic, like pretty much like the blank. Okay. It's the Revo 1 white. Early bird's $100, but if you don't get that early bird, you're going to be paying an additional $45. This is before shipping.
Does it come with free candy decals?
No, but I mean it needs to.
I'm never going to get tired of that joke. That joke's going to last forever.
Then we got the Rev 2 black, same price point, same thing, just done in black. So you can make your Punisher van or
18 man.
Selling sound systems and stuff out of the back.
Fell off a truck.
And here we got the Rev 3 Raider. This one's $110. It looks like if you don't do the early bird, you're paying basically like $45 to $50 extra if you don't jump on the early bird. So there's your incentive, I suppose. But
sure.
This is your Punisher van. It has like the armor slats and everything like that. Looks neat. Opens up just like all the other ones. Shows the different pieces that you get. These are the add-on pieces that make it armored. Which, if you buy like the white one and then you got this one, I'm sure these would just be able to hook up to the white one, no problem. Then we get into the Rev 4 recoil. This one's $125, and if you don't jump on it, it's $180.
Mm-hmm. This one's more 18 because it's got the red.
Yeah.
This is the 18 van.
But I guess that red and the pieces add more, I guess. That's a pretty hefty, that's a hefty payment for the red. But you are getting like, I guess those were they painted on the last one? Yeah, they were.
Hmm. This one's a 125 early bird. So yeah, I mean, you want to save some money, you better jump on that early bird.
110. So you're paying $15 more for the red.
Yeah. They all look cool. Any of them look cool.
$40 more. Yikes.
Yeah. More incentive to jump on that.
Oh, One Man Toy Show said, Zach, I collected all the DST Batman animated busts, but somehow never got the Man Bat and Mad Hatter. They are impossible to find. You guys did a great job on those.
Yeah, the smaller busts were great, and the Legends in 3D we did of Batman, Joker, and Harley were also pretty cool. Actually, I think we did a Wonder Woman too, but yeah, no, they were really great busts, and some of them were really not produced in huge numbers, so I understand why some of them are probably hard to find.
For feathers like the van for the Punisher, really. It is true. I mean,
The white van would be good for graffiti artists if you're like, they used to sell like blank subway trains where people could like paint on them and stuff like that. A big white van would be really cool for customizers.
Yeah, the free candy or doing like the crazy like 70s like dragon unicorn side of with the wizard and stuff.
Oh yeah, you probably get some good stickers for that.
Need a wizard fighting a dragon,
right?
With a crystal ball.
Cut some soft goods, get that carpet inside the van, and
oh yeah, a little shag.
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody make a little custom mattress to toss in the back and all that stuff. Some guitar, some band equipment. Then we got some epic hacks. I don't really with Boss Fight Studios. I don't even. They keep pumping out stuff, so people got to be buying them.
Mm-hmm. Well, some people swear by them.
I never met anybody that like was all about like I saw some people pick up the skeletons that they did.
Yeah.
Like the 1/6 scale, but I don't think these are 1/6 scale.
Yes, they are. The epic.
I think these ones are.
Yeah, the epic hacks I believe are one.
Epic or 1/6, and then Virtuvian or 3/4.
Yeah, the Vitruvian are the three. Yeah, they're the 3 3/4. These ones are the epic hacks. Yeah, these are the 112 ones, and they look great. I don't own one.
That whole getup right there looks pretty cool.
Yeah. It's definitely
interesting to show how like the helmets are going to be able to like I guess they're all slotted so you can move the hair over to whatever you want them to be on.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean with like you got Mythics and you got Savage Crucible, like being more mix and match, interchangeable with your accessories. It's kind of a.
And that you can't really see that's trans. Like you can see the sword underneath, so that's probably soft goods. The red part is
nice.
So interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Human head sculpt, meh. That head sculpt looks good. Then we got Amazon Warrior, Pride of Ares. Cool weapons.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I like the helmeted setup that they have there with the spear. I like that.
Maybe a cool little figure to put, like, get a couple of them, mix them with some, like, Wonder Womans. If you got, like, Wonder Woman that needs some people. What the heck? The Dark Hand Space Pirate Clan.
Look at that head. Look at that. This Island Earth or Mars Attacks head. The big old head. That's awesome.
It's got, like, a weird energy sword. I guess a little gas mask thing for one of the two, and then he's got the almost cesspool-looking human head.
I think that's kind of cool.
Oh, what the heck? Okay, so it's like changing almost, or like because he's slightly green right here, almost like he's wearing like makeup, or he's
maybe that's his.
Maybe it's his human mask to infiltrate.
The one on the end. That lizardy one, that looks like a Murloc from World of Warcraft.
This one's the coolest one out of all of them.
I think they're all pretty cool, honestly. I mean, they look cool.
Oh, he comes with different interchangeable legs, like lower parts of legs, so you can swap
Boots.
boots to barefoot.
I like that.
Neat. Oh, we got a Roxy London freelance peacekeeper. So she must be a space police.
Mm-hmm. I like the look. I think it's cool. I think it
Very
reminds me-
Fallout. I get Fallout vibes from this.
I do. Yep. It looks like the Nuka Cola girl.
And this looks very Power Ranger-y type Voltron. But
I dig it.
Those are neat. The Mondo's doing something.
Oh yeah, the John Nada.
We got the soft goods confirmed right there. 1/6 scale, timed edition, 250. Comes with all that. That's a whole lot of stuff for your doll.
I love the sunglasses with the reflection of the monsters in the eyes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, it comes with
Although
all
I
the
don't
iconic.
remember-
What's that?
I don't remember him having the creature face. No, I don't remember that.
I don't either.
I think that's just a funny throw in.
Hmm.
4 heads, or is it 2 head sculpts?
It's 2 head sculpts.
Yeah, they were just showing 4 like different angles. This is awesome. However, I mean, you got to be really into They Live. That's an expensive buy.
I mean, they nailed them with like the look. It looks like them,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You want to get Roddy Piper figure?
right?
It looks good. Aren't they doing? I think they're doing. What's his name from the Thing?
McCready.
McCready.
Yeah.
They're doing McCready also.
These
Yeah.
are the better sunglasses. I had asked this.
Does he come with bubble gum? A pack of bubble gum?
He does. The timed edition, as we were
It comes-
looking at the beginning.
Did it have like a pack of bubble
right there.
gum?
Bubble gum right there.
Oh, I see. Yep.
And then we got the, I guess normal release is this one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what. It comes with a nightstick. It's a good shot.
It's cool.
Did he have a nightmare where his face was that in the movie?
Oh, maybe.
But yeah, and then make sure you guys go check out Hella Dope. Use promo code unboxing, get 10% off your orders, and collect what you love, man. And that is Judd's purchase. Since he couldn't, the Froggy Geezer, he got those. Yeah, I need to get those.
Those are
Turtles.
the Dark Turtles that I.
Yeah, so he got Turtles, Rat King. He's got the Batman animated Batmobile, and he got his Walmart exclusive Venom in. I sent him the link to join, but he must have been asleep or something. Oh, he got more stuff too. He got from so artwork done by his favorite artist, and they threw in a bunch of extras. Like he got the frog for his wife, and this is like a metal print. It's on metal.
I have one of those for Fallout.
He told me the name of the artist. Something more, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, dude threw in some extra stuff, which is cool. Like artwork. Artwork is always good. And then let's see. I always felt the concept that They Live was better than the actual movie.
Like the unusually long fight scene between Piper and Keith David. It just keeps going. It just keeps going.
It was a lengthy fight. But yeah, I mean that was the toy news. We got to hang out with Zach, and we kept him for 2 hours. You know, don't need anybody turning into pumpkins and going into our 3 to 4 hour streams that we get out of hand sometimes. You know, we get into these rants. But if you guys have any final questions for Zach before we end the stream, go ahead and say your questions now. And then One Man Toy Show says, no, the fight was actually the best part.
It's the most awkward part. I think They Live is. It's a good movie. I'm not gonna say it's not a good movie. It's campy. It's a good movie. No questions coming in? Nothing?
Cutthroat wants a reissue of Scarlet Witch. I assume he means the TV Scarlet Witch, since we've never done a comic Scarlet Witch, which we really should do a comic Scarlet Witch. But TV Scarlet Witch is possible, although now that she's dead, it's kind of less possible. But maybe
Is she
we'll
dead though? Is she multiverse?
That's true. That's true. I guess if she wants to come back, they can bring her back whenever. But I don't know if they're going to have her in the new series. Is that out yet? The
Agatha?
Agatha?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember if they said that if she's in it or not. I wouldn't be surprised if she makes an appearance.
Yeah, I have to go in. I'll have to watch Disney Plus and see if it's out yet. Because if it's out, I might want to check it out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get around to the Disney Plus stuff. I haven't, like, I never watch it anymore where it comes out and it's brand new. I did watch The Acolyte finally, and I understand why it was canceled. I'm not going to say it's a bad show. It's just I understand why it's canceled because I could see I understand why Star Wars fans, a lot of them, got really upset with it because there's some questionable acting in it. But you know, the Scarlet Witch TV show though, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Oh yeah.
So if the Agatha show, I'm gonna watch it. I don't know if I'll watch it when it's brand new, but I'm definitely gonna get around to watching it.
Yeah, I still haven't finished Loki season 2. I gotta watch that.
That is awesome. No, that
yeah.
I wholeheartedly stand behind the Loki seasons. Unfortunately, the second season doesn't leave a whole lot open for a third season, and I don't think a third season is even coming.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But it's honestly it closes off pretty good. So.
Okay. I'll have to check it out.
Definitely gotta have time to binge watch those seasons and series.
Yeah. I've watched like the first few episodes. I gotta finish it.
Cutthroat said he's watching the old Punisher season 1 and 2. That's a great series.
I gotta go back and watch that because they're doing Daredevil Born Again, and they're gonna have and Bernthal's coming back as the Punisher. So
awesome.
I want to go back and watch all the old, like Luke Cage, especially. I really like Luke Cage. I hated
Luke Cage.
You hated Luke Cage? Okay.
I hated Luke Cage. I didn't like
it. I liked it. I liked the guy who played Luke Cage. I thought it was good. I didn't like Iron Fist.
And One Man Toy Show said, "Thanks, Zach, for answering all our questions. Keep up the awesome work."
Oh, thank you.
I agree.
And yes, Cutthroat, the John Bernthal was in Walking Dead as well.
Yes, he was chained.
Well, it looks like everybody winded down on the questions. And thank you, Zach, for taking time out of your day to come hang out and chat toys and, just hang out. It's always a pleasure to have you on, and like, you're always welcome to come on.
I appreciate the invite, man. It was very nice of you.
Yeah, you're always welcome. And I told myself that after the San Diego Comic-Con, I was going to get you on to talk about like convention stuff like that. Like Archie didn't even realize you went to that other convention. But it's cool to just have you on and just talk about after the fact versus trying to cram you in and be like, you're all scheduled for all these other streams. Let's try to cram you in here too. And I know you're still trying to prepare to go to San Diego Comic-Con and do all that stuff for work. It's like, it's fun.
Anybody who's going to be in New York, if in October, come by the booth.
I wish I was.
Everybody go see Zach because he'll have that and get to him early before those mini mates are gone.
Yes.
Is there going to be anything they have to do? They have to say a code, make them do a dance. What do they have to do to get it?
So. Just find me. I'll have a bag of them or something. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping they make it to the show. I shouldn't be getting everybody's hopes up, but I think they should be there.
My fingers are crossed. And I'm going to add something extra, Zach. I want to see everybody take a picture of you with the mini mate with Zach and, post it. Tag Zach in it. Let everybody know where you got that mini mate from. And once you guys get one, if you haven't had one, it's going to open up a doorway, and you're going to start collecting all the different ones, and they don't take a lot of real estate. So you can literally have all your other figures. Say you have all your Transformers up. Guess what? You can have your little mini mates right in front of it, and it won't block anything. It's awesome.
Yeah, definitely open them up when you get them and play with them because they're a lot of fun.
I wish there were more places that carried them so you could actually go in and buy them because I never see them in any stores. I used to see them at Walgreens. But
yeah, Walgreens had a whole line of animated style mini-mates for a while, but they stopped carrying stuff after the buyer left. They kind of changed their priorities in terms of the toy aisle, I think.
Yeah.
But no, the local comic shops, if you can find them, they have the ability to order them.
Or
We used to
strictly
do
through Diamond Select.
Yeah, or you can go through the website, or Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. No, it'd be great to be able to walk into a place and get a 2-pack, but we found ordering 2-packs in the case assortments was kind of cost prohibitive for a lot of people because you got to buy 12 2-packs at a time. So we switched to the box set format, which is a 5-pack, and I think it's been pretty successful. We put out some pretty nice sets.
I just want them around.
With the turtle line.
I just want them around, period. But yeah, I understand. Like going into getting 2-packs, especially with just prices of everything going up,
Yeah.
But all right. Well, everybody, I appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging out with us as we talk toys. You guys know where to find Zach. Every convention Diamond's at, he'll be there. And then also you can find him on Instagram. Go show some love. He's doing some great figure photography.
Oh, thank
you. Like I said, and you even said the Walking Dead ones that you did the Merry and Pippin ones that you were having fun with, and then there is that one with the gallery troll with who was the troll fighting? Was it Legolas and Gimli?
Yeah.
So definitely check it out. Oh, Canuck is still alive. He said good night all. Great show. He's off the bed.
Okay.
And you guys know where to find Paul. You can find Paul on Instagram as well. Paul Big Bear Hughes. Follow him. And you guys know where to follow me. TikTok, Instagram, here. And if you guys are really enjoying these streams, make sure you're sharing it with your fellow collectors. Let them know that it exists every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. And I want you guys all to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting. Have a beautiful day.